What's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be going over one of my new favorite duo egg bases. Yes, I said it, your favorite duo egg bases. I got a couple of requests in the comments to show you my bases, and they said do an egg tanky solo base, so I did. And these are going to be symmetry by three auto turrets. They're going to be symmetrical. They're going to be coming up right here to our left, which is our vending machine shop. I would recommend not putting too much good shit due to it being one garage door. It's literally one door into all of that. This is going to be our very first bunker in our base. Have a window peak, obviously. Need it essential. Going to be walking in, that's going to be where it is. We're going to be able to attach a nade to this if we need to like kill any pesky door campers. As you see, it reaches all the way through. Close it back up. And we're going to be going up now to our roof. And look at there, another bunker. It's basically going to have 3 bunkers in total, so it's going to be very hard to offline. You're going to be coming up to a very easy shooting floor, very easy, nothing too crazy. Be able to spray it long distance, medium range, and even pretty short. The only thing you're not going to be able to do is shoot directly under the base. As you see, it's a very good angle to win if you compare the two angles. And if you're under the base, you're going to die to those auto turrets. And you can jump up here to protect yourself from raid bases or people far and that you need to beam close. Got some campfire peaks. It's the same exact thing. The whole base is by 360. As you see, it's going to be our wind turbine. We're going to be able to place one, so we'll make sure to get plenty of power for our base. We'll be heading back down. To our right is going to be our bedroom with our locker, and it's going to be our bunker. Now, this bunker is very easy to do. It's not complex at all. It's just a normal staircase bunker. Remove the twig. It's good as new. Just like that, it's that easy to replace and place the bunker. Now I'm going to be showing you the front door peak. Right here, you like that airlock, front door peak. You're going to win that angle almost every time for any door bangers. You could have a kit up there with heavy pot. You're going to have this as an airlock, so it's going to be even harder to get into. As you see, you could place a garage door if you just want to make it easier way to get in and out. Let's remove that just so we can get in. Like I said, front door peak. There's 3 bunkers in the base in total. Just showed you all 3. Let's get us a wire tool. There's going to be a battery behind this. Let me open it. All right, there we go. Let's open up that door. We got our 2 in and outs, so you know the battery works. To show you the battery behind the door. All right, here to our right is going to be our main loot room, and once again, another bunker behind the locker, just so we have a little bit more storage. That's how you close the one bunker. I recommend upgrading it to high quality. Just looks better, and it's just overall a way better bunker. Show that it's easy to remove. I would recommend upgrading it to twig or wood. Will not go past that stage, obviously. And then this is how you place the front door bunker. Very easy to remove this, just to show you. It's very easy to get to. So that you don't need to fly or do any crazy building tricks. Just like this. This is literally it. Now, like I said, if you leave a twig, you'll be able to shoot it out. But if not, you'll have to use like a spear or a tool to reach that. But I'm not going to lie, I would probably do twig just out of laziness. And yeah, same thing with this. Just upgrade those. Good to go. We have our TC behind this. Let's open up the door. There we go. Very easy, manageable upkeep. That's a row of mats just for upkeep for a whole day. So you could fit 4 days worth of upkeep. And yes, you can actually even change this up. Like I said, this base is customizable. Let's remove this, and we'll be able to make a good, nasty one-way. This, place this here. Let's make this a tighter angle. And now you have a one-way. It's where raiders, if they top down, they're not going to be able to shoot you. Shut this door. Get a little more realistic. Let's say they drop down right here to door camp. They're not going to win that. They can't see into that. You are going to win that peak 10 times out of 10. If you lose that peak, you're honestly probably bad. But all right, hope you guys enjoy. Let's get straight into the build cost and the tour. All right, this is going to be the full base cost. It's very cheap and very manageable for a duo. All right, let's get into the base tutorial. All right, first off, we're going to be starting off with our TC right here. Doesn't matter what state you go to. I'm gonna probably be going just straight to sheet metal the whole time. Then eventually I'm gonna turn on B grade after a while, but we're gonna be probably going through some stages. It's gonna be your main and first stage. I would probably recommend closing off this TC. And this will eventually be a window, so as a starter, you can just place 3 furnaces right here. I've got a tier. Small workbenches. Let's see, 2. Let's see, like this. Some bags. It's kind of what the first stage is gonna look a little bit like. Then we're gonna be getting more into the egg form later on. I recommend probably getting it to this stage next. Doesn't matter what you upgrade or what you do. If you have the locker early, I would recommend trying to already getting in the placement. So I'm just gonna be going straight into that final step. I'd probably have it this way, just for the hard side reasons. And then obviously these are gonna be like this for current. And you can get some temporary box storage, or you could even go straight into the. Sorry, didn't mean to fly. Or you can get straight into the already permanent box placement. Moving the doors usually makes it a little bit easier. Box placement. Remember, don't upgrade this. The max this could be is wood. Because remember, this is going to be your bunkers. So if you also want to place a little frame just to make it a little bit easier, so you know, that always can help. This box placement doesn't matter like too crazy, but it might affect the bunker a little bit. This one over here. Alright, our next stage is going to be this one. You're going to be able to seal this off if you need. You can have it like this for a little bit. If you need to, you can place more furnaces in this little cubby in the meantime. Place them along this line if you need furnaces to get cooking. This could be a little first floor exit entrance. But if you want to go straight into the next part, you just add the drop down. This is probably where I'd remove these furnaces. Then I would probably go from the outside. So let's say place a furnace here. So just trying to show you that you're able to do all this without flying. Flying obviously makes it easier. Now you got your twig in there. When you're ready to place the floor grow right here. Build server's a little bit weird. There you go. Now let's say you know you're gonna get ready of the top door. They hit the top door. All you need to do is just like this, and you already have an early game bunker, and it's already gonna be expensive to raid. Just like that, you already have this starting. You already have a bunker, and it's really hard for raiders to get in. Just like that. You can upgrade it to wood if you need be. You can also place right here in this. You can place the E furnaces down there. This. Let's get battery already ready. Rotate and make sure you place the door. Door is key. Doesn't have to be armored. It could just be a single door. Just need it so it has to open a door close function. Hopefully by now you have garage doors. Just make all this feel more open. You can upgrade your workbench. You can move furnaces around. Like this. You already have access to this. I would just need the wire tool. Fully charged. See, you can reach the whole thing. I place this way. No, sorry, I was just reaching in the wrong one. So we have that going up. Like I said, just remove that. Fucker easy to replace, just like this. up. Place this here. You're gonna kind of surround yourself with walls like this. This is what you're looking at. We're gonna place a door like here. I would say the next very important stage is to get up to around here. Doesn't matter, you could place this wood like this. So you can peek at the front door, or you can place it better. It really doesn't matter, it's all up to preference. There we go. All up to preference. I like the wood just because it's a little bit more clean into it. That's if you have like a different group size. Sealing off the roof a little bit. Sorry, that's not supposed to be sealed. And we're gonna be going with the bunker design, as I showed before, just for simplicity and for taking this for the offline. I would recommend this one being, if you have a single armor door, I would recommend it being this door. Sorry, this door and this door if they're single doors. And if it's a double, I'd recommend using this one just so it's a little bit more techy to get down to the bunker. By now, you should probably have a little bit more HQM. Upgrade. These are the main pieces. Because if they hit this, they get into this locker and it's still another wall. And this is just the main walking around and living section. So if they boom into these, right here, it won't matter as much. Or right here, it won't matter as much. Because it's still walled away from the main living section. So we're going to be placing this like this, just so we have our bunker again. Just like that. We already have another bunker. If we decide we need to seal off the roof for some reason, like let's say we're getting door camped and we don't want our neighbors to have access to the roof, so we just do a little something like this. And now whenever we're away, our neighbors won't be able to top down us, and we'll be a little bit more of an expensive raid. Alright. Now we're gonna be placing this vending machine at this locker right back here. I'd recommend facing this away just in case raiders want to pick for some odd reason. Make sure to get this window wrapped off just so, let's say somebody wants the door camp and they somehow get all the way over here, they can't break this and allow them to go down. But it's all just because you could add it. Now we're going to place garage doors here, here. I'll make a dormer like this so you can immediately shut the door. Let's say you're in the locker, frag somebody, and you need to shut the door. You could do that and met up a little bit. Because the garage door obviously takes a long ass time for. Look at this. That's too long. I'll get you killed. Now I'm gonna be using symmetry by 3, so apply this to 3 sides. This will work. Center works sometimes. There we go. To know my symmetry works. This is what the symmetry is kind of going to look like, but not this. This is how you know it's going to be by 3. So I place one right here. Places 1 and 3 sides. Just so you know a little bit about the symmetry. Next, you're going to be placing, it's just going to be wrapped around a triangle honeycomb all across. So it's going to be nothing crazy, and then eventually it's going to change, but this is what we're going to stick to as of right now. It's going to be a little bit something like this. You want to add honeycomb all around. Just place the honeycomb on top. This is going to be the outlier in the honeycomb. You're going to want to make this sheet metal just in case somebody wants to go through this. Down and across. Because your bunker, that's going to be right here. You turn the symmetry back on. Make sure it's whatever upgrade you can go to. I'm going to be doing this. Before I would start doing all this, I'd probably work on... This is so you have, like, it's a little bit more tanky to get in. Now we're right here at this stage. I recommend probably turning off symmetry once again. Now to get a little airlock rolling. Let's get the window. Door. I'll probably place a regular sheet door right here. Doesn't really matter. It's gonna be stone. Then, if you have auto turrets, you can also get some auto turrets up pretty quick. You don't need to fly right there, sorry. I'm sure that you don't need to fly to place it. Just like that. Simple. Really easy, very simple. These garage doors are going to be able to be open and closed from the outside, as you see. Let's close them. It's a very common theme with egg bases is to have that. Now on this side is gonna be our vending machine. Now I wouldn't recommend putting too much good things because obviously it's one door to vendy. But just because you can, I would recommend adding it. Then here I would just add honeycomb onto these sides, just like this. Now we're at this stage of the build, just all low walls. At this point, you can remove the bunker if you need to, because we're gonna be making it more open. Cross like this. Triangle frames. And now, like I said, if you have beds and you want to replace these with beds, I would recommend placing them now because they will be impossible. If you place a roof like this, we're obviously not going to use this DLC. This is a little scuffed up from the build, so we're going to be going to metal like this. The build server is a little scuffed with the DLC. Just so you're going to be able to use the bed. The peak is going to be a little bit different, but it's still going to be pretty effective. Now, just for simplicity or towards the video, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to be using wood, just so it's cheaper. If I can place this. There we go. House to wood. Psych at line. Making it brutalist. And then this is pretty much the whole build is. But before you do anything else, if you have a wind turbine, you need to have it crafted already to be able to do this little formation. So don't place these roofs until you have this placed. Even if you don't have the wind turbine, like I said before, you just need to have this placed because you won't be able to place this after. Like, a good example is, let's remove it now. You're not going to be able to place the triangles, to place the wind turbines. So you need to have these placed first. And then you place campfires in these little holes. Let's get the campfire. Doesn't matter how you do it. Campfire variation, it's up to you and how you want your peaks. So make sure to always hold control because even though I'm not controlled, this is the normal recoil. Now, compared if I'm holding control, it's less recoil. So make sure to hold control in those angles. That's pretty much the whole base, but I would recommend, even if you're not like the greatest builder, is to build some variation of an external TC. Doesn't have to be nothing crazy. It can literally just be like this. And you can make it disconnectable too, which is what I would recommend. And I would build my normal bunker TCs out here. Just so you have a bunker. Doesn't matter how you do it. Obviously, I'm not going to build it just for the simplicity in the video. There would be a wall here and all that. You know how the bunker would be, and then you'd build it like this. Just so you have a external overlapping the main TC. Sorry, you don't need it like that, but I would recommend to sheet metal this if you're and your externals all the way if you're going to be doing this method. But this is just because obviously you wouldn't build the external TC exactly like this because you wouldn't be able to get in. It would obviously be the bunker. But I would, me personally, I would build externals like this just so I at least have my main TC if I get raided. But I know how some of y'all are. If y'all get raided, y'all are just gonna call wipe. And also, I forgot to show you in the build. Let's remove this before I forget. TC, my vending machine doesn't matter too much. It doesn't have to be like the cleanest placement, but just enough to where you can fit this tier 3. And yes, you could obviously change shit around in the in the base if you don't like it. Like, let's say you don't want this bedroom or the peak, you could just literally just change it into a regular ass loot room. It's all up to preference. Like, everything can be completely changed. Because now look, say you have a lot of loot and you don't want that one extra bedroom, you could get another 8-box loot room if you have the barrels, and then you could place, and you could still have your bunker right here. Like I said, it's all up to preference, and it's really what you want. That's one thing I like about this base, that the egg shape and everything, it's extremely like easy to change around and customize all to your own preference. But yeah, this is the base. Hope you enjoy. Any ideas or any new base ideas, just drop them in the comments and I'll make sure to build it for y'all. Peace.